हेलो 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 हाय 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 you are said hi hello thank you क्ले से क्या बनाऊँ बताओ क्ले से क्या बनाऊँ क्ले से क्या बनाऊँ ओके मुझे नेक्स्ट बताना मुझे क्ले से क्या बनाना है हाय क्या किसको देखते हो? What are you? Where are you from? I'm from India. Please double tap on the screen. Please double tap on the screen. Please double tap on the screen and subscribe my channel.
One time, me and my friends were playing Lava Monster on a playground. I was running while keeping an eye on the music, but that meant I wasn't looking where I was going. So I ran along laughing ignorantly. Then I turned my head and my two front teeth slammed into the pole and stopped all my inertia that sent me flying back. So one time, me and my friends were playing Lava Monster on a playground.
Please double tap on the
Hey,
screen.
real quick, we've got a new hand wash on for you.
Go and double tap on the screen and subscribe my channel also. Okay.
A little scary, but don't worry, we're in good hands. Let me help you into that seat, and then after.
With the release of episode 5,
दो तीन चार चार बना के तैयार कर
Today, we're pulling 100 pranks in 24 hours. We asked you guys to send us some of the craziest pranks you can think of, and we picked up the most extreme ones to do for the next 24 hours. The pranks only get more and more intense, so make sure you keep watching until the end. So right now we're at the hospital, and we're gonna pull a few pranks. Today, we're pulling 100 pranks in 24 hours. So it's the next morning, and we actually saved all of our best pranks for today. But first, we're going to wake Caleb up for the prank. Good morning, Caleb. I'm out of here. What? Over that prank? Dude, Caleb, come on. Nope. Caleb, nope. Dude, nope. Bro, you'll get that respect.
When Carl Jacobs popped up in my DMs asking if I wanted to be in Miss
This is wisdom.
When Carl Jacobs popped
हाँ
you know those parent or adult parties your parents
हम तुड़ तुड़ के भी तुम्हारे
Genshin Impact needs no introduction. It's taken the game sphere by When Carl Jacobs popped up in my DMs asking if I wanted to be in Mr. Beast's upcoming video, I'll be honest, my gut reaction was fear. Mr. Beast has basically become YouTube's own mad scientist. He can snap his fingers and shape reality at this point, despite part of me thinking I and then realistically go home within the first round of eliminations. I accepted the ominous invitation, and before I knew it, was flying to North Carolina, being handed a custom uniform, all before even knowing what I actually just signed up for. I didn't even know if there was a prize for the winner at this point. Walking into the green room, I was expecting to not know anyone, but to my relief, I saw a lot of familiar faces. I even used this time to ask Matt Pat what it was like to meet Scott Cawthorn, and he told me FNAF secrets. So already this trip was more than worth it. Eventually, we were herded down a long, mysterious
I'm
hallway
from
until
India.
we saw it. The Mr. Beast cube. After everyone was filed inside, we were told the last person to leave the cube would be deemed the winner. And also win $1 million for the subscribers. This is for $1 million? The challenge began. Immediately, people started jumping in the giant pile of real money that was inside, throwing handfuls of bills in the air, laughing, mingling. To pass the time, James and I drew our cartoon characters out of dollar bills on the floor. The staff came in and ended up giving everyone their own personal vlog camera to document their POV of the challenge. And I think I genuinely was the only person who didn't record a single second of footage on that thing. I just thought, I'm not going to use this footage because I'm not going to make a video out of it. And they're going to have plenty of other people's footage to use. In hindsight, maybe it would have been a good idea to record something, just in case. I don't know, maybe the Mr. Beast team would end up actually wanting to use some of my footage. Who's to say? After maybe an an hour or two, Jimmy came out for the first bonus challenge, a single free throw. Miss and you're eliminated, but make it, and not only do you get to come back into the cube, you also win a Cybertruck for one of your subscribers. They had 50 people as subscribers just in a room waiting for something to happen. I'll be honest, when Jimmy explained the extra credit challenge, I was like, hell no, I'm not going up to miss a free throw and leave immediately after nothing's happened yet. If my subscriber back there knew what was going on, they 100% would have understood they weren't getting called up for nothing. If I remember correctly, maybe 2 people ended up making their baskets and 3 people were eliminated. I could be wrong, I don't remember because I didn't log it. While chatting with friends, Ludwig walked up and asked if I wanted to do a dice bet. With nothing else to do, I agreed. And to no one's surprise, I lost. And an evil expression washed over Ludwig's face. Alright, since you lost, I want you to walk up to Kai Cenat and introduce yourself with, "Hi Kai, I'm Jaden. So which of my videos have you seen?" Maybe I should have just missed a free throw. "Hey Kai, there's someone I want you to meet." "Hey man, I'm Jaden. Nice to meet you. So, which of my videos have you seen?" "Excuse me? Holy shit, myself. Oh, so which of my videos have you seen?" "Oh, I'm sorry, I haven't seen them yet, I don't think." That's okay. Nice meeting you. Bye." Kai was super chill and nice about it, but oh my god, I wanted to rip my skin off. I'm stuck in this cube with him until further notice, and it's all Ludwig's fault for this stupid dice. I hate it in here. Let me out. Oh, hi, Jimmy. We were told to gather up in groups of 5, designating one as a team captain who will have immunity for the next challenge. I was with James, Schlatt, Ludwig, and Charlie Waste Critical, using the dice to choose the captain. This time, I actually rolled highest, but reassigned it to Ludwig because I couldn't cope with the idea of possibly being responsible for a teammate's elimination. And then it was revealed captains would just have to assign their teammates a shape for the Squid Game Honeycomb Challenge. Okay, well, I definitely overthought that one. I had triangle, James got circle, Charlie was star, and Schlatt unfortunately got him. The 10-minute timer began, and everyone started deploying various different strategies to get their picture shaped out. Charlie used a new technique called "Puck as much spit as you can into the tin to dissolve it all." It was really gross. He ended up filling the tin almost to the top with spit. By the end, 2 people with stars were eliminated, and not a single umbrella made it through. It was very funny seeing Mr. Beast lift the lid off Charlie's tin and immediately reel back in disgust, though. A total of 14 out of 50 people have now been eliminated, leaving 36 people. Honestly, that was good enough for me. Losing at any point going forward was already further than I was anticipating. We were fed our little thing of rations and left to wait again. It probably doesn't seem like long in Mr. Beast's video, but it was like 9 p.m. by the time we began the second real challenge. After being directed to choose a partner, James and I shook hands, ready to take on the next game as a team, and froze as it was revealed we had just chosen our own. Another Squid Game tactic. I probably should have seen it coming. I just didn't expect the double up. The Beast staff revealed the next challenge as they rolled in a giant Jenga tower. Winner stays, loser walks. Unfortunately, the very first game of giant Jenga between KSI and AJ ended up taking literally 2 hours. Doing the math in our heads, we all kind of figured we probably didn't have the time to play Jenga for the next 30 hours. But just as AJ won, KSI hoisted him over his shoulders and ran out of the cube. Huge drama! Everyone was freaking out. AJ was stunned. No one knew what to do. Was that legal? Can you just carry people out of the cube? Jimmy had everyone take a vote, and pretty much everyone opted to bring AJ back in. Yes, out of the kindness of our hearts, but also out of fear of being manhandled. So since Giant Jenga was a bust, production ended up scrambling to try and find like 12 sets of normal Jenga at midnight in North Carolina. A feat that seems impossible, but I feel like Jimmy could just call up the president of Jenga and have it all delivered via helicopter within 30 minutes. It took a bit, but the slightly larger than normal, yet still reasonably sized Jenga towers were all set up. As our game was going on, James and I ended up making a pact that whoever was eliminated would relay to the outside world that the other was okay, because we didn't have our phones, by the way. Our friends only knew we were in the Mr. Beast cube and haven't responded for 14 hours. Our game of Jenga was pretty intense. Eventually it got to the point where as I was watching James pull out a final piece, I realized There wasn't any left for me to safely remove. I'm about to be eliminated. And a flash of bliss washed over me. Sure, I'll be gone, but that's okay. I'll be set free into the outside world again. The cube is harsh, unforgiving. It's taken so many of my friends from me. The glass floor is hurting my butt. I'm ready to go now. And deeper into the trenches I went. James being eliminated meant I was moving on to Cube Day 2. What a miracle. Watching the rest of the Jenga games was like watching an active war zone. People were focusing, cheering, sweating, praying. Towers were falling one after the other at the feet of now eliminated players. It was brutal. And also still taking way too damn long, man. Can I go to bed? The last game left to finish was between Quackity and a popular Brazilian creator, Enaldinho. Apparently, when it was revealed, the challenge was
पहले मैं जब भी आइसक्रीम खाता था तो मुझे दांतों में झंझनाहट महसूस हुई। तब मेरे डेंटिस्ट ने समझाया कि दांतों के ऊपरी परत घिस जाने की वजह से नसों में झंझनाहट होती है। उन्होंने सेंसोडाइन रोज यूज करने को कहा।
सेंसोडाइन दांतों के अंदर जाकर नसों को शीत करता है।
सेंसोडाइन बहुत ही काम है।
Jenga, and Naldino turned to Quackity and admitted he was a Jenga pro. Quackity had never played. Not the situation you want to be in. Quackity half-jokingly asked Naldino if he wanted to play rock, paper, scissors instead, to which he replied, no. Which, fair. But 3 hours into this single game, the two of them were neck and neck. Genuinely the most cracked round of Jenga possibly ever. Everyone in the cube was gathered around watching Quackity slowly
क्यों वहाँ पे बैठ जाओ?
very
सर पे ये
last
पेट
piece
ना
in this skeleton
जरूरी है क्या तुम्हारे लिए?
just as he was about to make it, Ronaldinho asked, rock, paper, scissors? Quackity looked up at him.
Dodge.
It was over. Ronaldinho tried to hang in there, but in the end, he fell. 18 people were now eliminated. Alright, it's 3 a.m. Let's go to bed. I genuinely thought they would let us go back to our hotel rooms for the night, but... Man, now this is just great. I won myself a ticket to a night in the Mr. Beast Cube, sleeping next to a bunch of people I barely know, and I was probably just gonna get eliminated first thing in the morning anyway. As I was getting ready for bed, Kai walked by. Hey, I gotta check out your video sometime. Oh, I'm sorry, man. I lost a bet to Ludwig, and he made me sit down. Oh, shit. Okay, damn. Oh, well, that makes falling asleep a bit easier. Thank God he only thought I had a huge ego for 19 hours straight. Crisis averted. In the morning, production had to prep for filming again, which meant they turned off every single light in the building, flash banging all of us. They were turned off, and then these loud-ass brrrr sounds from construction started blasting. They turned the lights on again a few minutes later, but this time in a crazy strobe light effect for some reason. After breakfast rations, Jimmy returned, pointed to the entrance hallway, and in walks I Show Speed. With too much energy for a group of people that just had the weirdest sleep of their lives. Alright, you guys have the chance to vote Speed into the cube to join you in challenges. The kind thing to do was to let him win, but we all just survived trenches no one could even understand. We were trauma bonded together. And also, it wouldn't be fair. The majority of us moved to the voting side of no. Admittedly, me too. Mainly because I was a bit scared of it. Speed looked at Kai. Always shake my hand, man. You're gonna pull me out. As the two of them argued about a friendly handshake, Ludwig stepped out. I'll shake your hand, Speed. His hand now extended to Ludwig. The moment their hands touched, Speed started...
उधर बैठ जाओ, लग जाएगी कुन्नू, please.
We all started screaming and panicking. We couldn't lose one of our cute brothers like this. Ludwig was holding onto the support beam for dear life. Some of the guys managed to pull him back in, and as Speed walked out, unable to take any souls with him, he exclaimed, "This ain't the last time you're gonna see me, and I remember all y'all's faces." Alright, let's get started. Challenge 3 was steal or no steal. Basically a modified version of deal or no deal. Some cases have the word safe in them, others say eliminated. One person looks inside a selected case, and the other decides whether they want to steal it or no steal. And also Howie Mandel was there. People started getting eliminated one by one, others securing safety. Eventually, Ludwig was up at the podium asking if anyone wanted to volunteer to go up. At this point, the ratio of safe cases was very high. 60% in favor of safe. Figuring the odds would just get messier from there, I volunteered. Ludwig looked inside his chosen case, looked up, and told me it was safe. I knew mathematically I should steal the case, but I've been burned by math before. As I started hesitantly saying I was gonna steal, Mr. Beast suddenly burst out saying Ludwig's heart rate was spiking. By the way, he was wearing a heart rate monitor, which made me scared it was actually an elimination case, and he was excited at the idea of avoiding going home. So last minute, I decided to let him keep the case. It was the safest play. If it said eliminated, then good, I dodged a bullet. If it was safe, then at least I'm not actually eliminated yet. I just have to play again. It was now my turn to bring someone up. Even though I didn't want to pick a friend out of fear of getting them eliminated, more than that, I didn't want to be up there with someone I didn't know. I picked Wacky. He came up to the podium. I grabbed case number 2. It said safe. My plan was to tell the truth, but in the most unconfident and nervous way possible. I was deploying every bit of body language knowledge I could think of, making myself look as guilty as possible as he asked me various questions. We went back and forth for a bit until your eyes looked down as you said the case was safe, which indicates guilt. So I think you're lying. I'm not going to steal it. Without a word, I shifted the case onto its back, unlatched it. Safe. It was worth sleeping in the cube! Oh my god, the relief, you have no idea. After everything finished, a bunch of people walked out, and unfortunately, Quackity ended up being one of them. 10 people. I know it's a dog-eat-dog world inside the cube, but when you're left to sit with your fellow contestants for hours on end between challenges, waiting for Jimmy Beast to send you all through another round of cube stress, you really start bonding with the survivors. It was pretty sad watching them go. Hours passed until the Jimmy death bell struck again, and we were told to partner up once more. Alex and I had really gotten to chat and hang out together as the only girls left at this point, so we paired up. Everyone was blindfolded and told to sit tight until they were ready, which is ominous. The two of us were strategizing and figuring out each other's strengths and weaknesses for whatever was coming our way, only to be unblindfolded and see the entire cube transformed into a kitchen. It was a cooking battle. We're actually friends. What? Alex started panicking, saying she can't cook for her life. We were freaking out. Then Mr. Beast brought out the judges. Professional competitive eater Joey Chestnut, Miranda Cosgrove, and Speed. Bottom 2 teams are eliminated. Time starts now. We ended up committing to mac and cheese with a slice of chocolate cake, under the fancier title of American Comfort Food. AKA the only 2 women left in the challenge can't cook and they're trying their fucking best. The judges walked around to check in on everyone, and eventually Speed was at our station. So when you all were voting to let me in, which side were you on? Well, originally we were on the side of no, because we were a bit intimidated, but we ended up switching to a yes at the last minute. Right, Jane? Yeah, I switched. Alright, cool. Because you know I don't forget, right? Yep. Later on during the challenge, Mac and Nolan from the Beast team came up to ask what we were making. At the time, I was grating up Beastables to sprinkle onto our cake for decoration, and I thought, oh, it would be funny to have them ask what we're making, and it's just their own brand of chocolate. So I was like, close your eyes and open your mouth, and gave Mac a piece of chocolate, and immediately without chewing, he was like, is this Beastables? And I was like, yeah. And he kind of stood there for a second with his mouth still open, and Nolan was like, oh, he's allergic.
Hello, 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 hello.
Oh my
Hello.
god, guys, I felt so bad. I apologize clicked the
I'm
call
good.
and I felt so bad again. He was not the weren't in the
Your
radar.
hands
Even though
are
he was
signing
greater too close
like,
to the
what is the
sun,
mean
and
of
even
it?
though he had a guaranteed spot in the it was basically like reverse Among Us. The
चलो
first round
कुछ तो
started
इसके
well
जुगाड़
on
करते हैं।
the
मेरे
pace,
पास ये
deep inside.
पल्स हैं ब्लैक कलर के, इनसे ही हम आइज बनाएंगे।
I started shaking. I didn't the cases in that moment.
यह एक फ़नी फ्रॉग है जो कि इस समय बहुत ज़्यादा वायरल हो रहा है, तो मैंने सोचा इसको ट्राई करती हूँ बनाने के लिए। So I try this.
Statistically will not see this case ever again. If I'm not voted out here, I basically lose. The second round began and it was pretty much a blur from there. I was trying to talk more because being quiet last round got me found out, but was
मेरे पास लगाने के लिए ना आई डोंट हैव अ गुगली आइज एंड द नॉर्मल आई, सो आई टुक
Tell my friends who made the cube
I
so
want
much
to
more enjoyable. Thank you,
learn
Mr. Beast,
from
for
you.
creating this incredible opportunity I can now use to support artists. Despite being put through cube trenches, I had a really great time. And of course, huge
I
thanks
don't know,
to the
you
Beast
say.
crew for making it all happen. It was something I'll never forget or experience
You tell.
ever again. Oh.
Little girl is a really good person and she's
I
just a
want
very
to
innocent, normal young
learn
girl.
from
But
you.
as you're about to
क्या
see as this video
सीखें?
goes on, the more videos
क्या
she
सीखने
made,
को है
the
तुमको?
worse she got.
What do you want
She
to learn
started to do
from
anything for
by
some
me?
views. So after this 1-year-old posted her first
मुझे
2
समझ
ever
नहीं आया
videos, she
what
posted a
you
bunch more
want to say.
videos that any normal kid would post. Nothing was really weird about any of her videos. I mean, this video showed a bunch of My Little Pony dolls and stuff. This looks very normal. But something changed with this girl a couple of months later. On April 22nd, 2025, this little girl that's like 2 years old posted this video right here.
Now, this doesn't really seem that weird until you look at it hard and you realize that there's like a devil guy putting this girl, and there's a guy right here putting something. Okay, I'm not even gonna like talk about that, but that's just weird. After this girl posted that weird emoji video, she posted this video right here, which is like pretty normal. It just shows her doing some dances or something, but in the background we can see somebody else. Who is this person? When I first saw this video, I didn't know who that person was beside her. It could have easily been her sister or her mom or her brother or her dad or anybody. But as you're about to see, I don't think she likes her mom because of what she's about to do. This video right here is very weird.